Boom! Oh boy, do we got a special one today. And a big one too. Actually, for now, let's push this off to the side. So do y'all remember back in 2016 when the Cubicle brought us the first kind of consumer available pre-made magnetic 3x3? Those were awesome. It was absolutely revolutionary and one of the biggest advancements in cubing since cubing started. Several cube manufacturers quickly latched onto this new technology, putting it in most of their new 3x3s. Then, seeing the success that all of those puzzles had, we quickly got higher order magnetic cubes, like this massively overpriced one here. These outer 3x3 layers are still awesome though. But man, the inners though, dang. Of course, we also got magnetized 2x2s, and eventually the entire WCA lineup was fully magnetized. And then we started to go higher with 8x8, even though Max Park is probably the only person that speed solves this. But now it's time to clear the table once again because, oh boy, oh boy, oh. Welcome back. You know I wouldn't be gone too long. So, what you all see here is basically a financial mistake. What we have here is the first and I believe the only mass-produced magnetized 11x11, which will be the largest cube in my collection because I only have 9x9, so we're skipping a step. I did order a second puzzle as well. I think I can oh, I forgot about this one. I'm sorry. Oh, and here we get our first glance. Oh yeah. Ugh. You got plenty of bubble poppers for stimulation. Ow. Here it is, the Dian Sheng Galaxy 11x11 M. Oh yes, M. So of course, every piece is magnetic. What I'm wondering is, you can even see in this image that the magnets are all like different colors, got different color plastic on them. I wonder if that signifies different strengths for each layer. That'd be pretty cool. I never looked this up. Do you know, does anybody know, any fans of the channel know, are higher order twisty puzzles like this assembled by hand or by machine? Because if they're assembled by hand, then I feel bad. All right, before we get too deep into the topic of slave labor, let's open this bad boy up. Oh, is this one of the... Oh, this is going to be one of the boxes that you like lift it up and it's like perfectly sealed, isn't it? Oh yeah, hold on. I gotta get the satisfying angle. Come back a little bit. You're gonna like it. Hold on. It'll be worth it. Okay, here we go. It was going well. Hold on. Needs a little help. Yeah. How to solve the 11x11 cube. A tutorial of some sort. I don't think the 11x11 is going to be most people's first higher order puzzle. Oh boy. Oh, another box. We got gadgets in the bottom too. We gotta look at the trinkets. Look at all these trinkets down here. Got a cube stand, cube bag. A pretty cool one too. It's on the metal and stuff. A little screwdriver and a cleaning cloth. And that's your lot. Okay, now the pre-show's over. Let's get into the main act. Those are some tiny pieces, holy smokes. Packaging is on another level. It's probably expensive too. It probably contributed a bit to the price, but at this price range, doesn't really matter that much. Gotta open her up. There we go. And it's wrapped in more plastic. Hold on. And here we are. So again, this is the highest order puzzle that I have. Let me bring my others over here real quick. The second highest is my Sheng 9x9, which is way bigger than this. Holy. Yeah, the 11x11 is like a whole centimeter shorter than the 9x9. First turns, outer layer. Ooh, that ain't bad. Pretty smooth. It feels a little dry. I don't know if there's lube in this already. Definitely gonna put some DNM 37 in this later, see what that does. All right, let's do a quick checkerboard through all the layers, see how they turn. A little catchy, but not bad. Not bad at all so far. Some nice shades on it. There we go. Got some nice shades on it. See if I can do outer layer algorithms on it. Let's T-perm. Definitely locking up a little. That was a J-perm. I'm trying to learn all of my PLLs There we go. I got most of them. I got like 8 to go. Okay, now, you may be asking yourself, why? Why is this a thing? Why would I go spend like 130 some odd dollars on a magnetic 11 by 11? Who in their downright goofy mind is trying to speed solve one of these? Well, magnets, they're not just for speed, you know. I've already hinted at this, but one big issue you run into when you get into really high order puzzles is layer alignment. With the 8x8 and the 9x9, you don't even have to be going that fast to experience problems like this, where you go to turn, your layers aren't aligned, and you turn pieces that aren't meant to be turning. You get these nasty lockups, then you try to put it back, and then more pieces start falling out. You keep going, that piece falls out. Oh, if you're trying to speed solve this, you're dead, you're done, you're dusted, you are donezo. So line everything up, put in your pieces, hoping you put it in the right place, hoping that it goes in at all, and now you've wasted like a minute of your solve time just trying to compensate for a mistake on the physics and the inner workings of the puzzle, just because your layers were a little bit out of whack. So magnets help to mitigate this a little bit, because, well, when you're turning, the magnets help snap the layers together. Even though this is 11 by 11, I can turn this and then scramble it up. Okay, this is fine. Maybe I just got a little too overzealous. Theoretically, you should be able to turn this with fairly decent confidence and not have it lock up too much, theoretically. Oh. Okay, we're back after some time. I'm gonna call that a mulligan for now. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give this thing a scramble. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, I forgot something. And I don't know where it is. I figured out where it is, which is where it was because it's now here. Good old DNM37, which I don't think it expires. I hope not, because this thing is like 3-4 years old. I'll probably just do a drop in every layer around the entire cube. All right, I put like 8 or so drops in this now. Definitely feels a little faster. Could probably use some more, honestly. A couple in there. Maybe a couple toward the outside. Let's give that a shot. Yeah. Okay, so it's a little inconsistent so far. Maybe I just got to do a solve on this and break it in, which is what I'm going to do now. And of course I'm going to time it. It's going to be incredible. Just feel my power surging right now at the speed at which this thing is going to be complete, which is exactly this long. Absolutely astonishing, I know. All right, so it's actually a couple days later, and I've done 3 solves on this. There's a couple reasons for that. One being, I just wanted to kind of break this in and get a more, honest reaction, honest feel out of it. Usually the first solve of a puzzle with completely new plastic is not very indicative of how it's going to feel down the line throughout most solves. And then secondly, when you go to solve a new higher order puzzle you've never solved before, when you go to turn like a specific layer, like say I want to turn 4 layers in, you got to really think about that. If you've been solving 7x7 for 4 years, you don't gotta like go in and manually think about each layer you want to turn when building the centers or edges. All the layers kind of come automatically to you. However, with the 11x11, this is completely new to me. Even though I've solved up to 9x9, there's a lot of new things going on. Especially when building the centers, I have to look around for pieces in like this 9x9 center matrix that I've never looked at before. Okay, anyways, let's stop talking about that. Let's get into whether this puzzle's actually worth crippling your bank account or not. First of all, I'm going to go over some pros. So, first of all, the size and the feel of this cube is pretty awesome, especially for 11x11. Like, it's so small and so light that it feels like a speed cube, and the turning feels pretty nice. It's pretty smooth. I did have to dump like 13 gallons worth of DNM37 in it to the point where it didn't feel dry, but once I did, it was pretty nice. But even though this feels like a speed cube, it doesn't necessarily perform like one. It locks up quite a bit. Even through to my third solve, I had to take quite a bit of self-control into not turning too fast and imprecise to get any major lockups. I don't know what I just did. Okay, this is just going to look like this throughout the rest of the video. Just doing a few solves, I did find that the magnets are all of the same strength throughout the layers, and that strength is just not quite enough. Pretty much all the time, the cube isn't completely cubic, and you can easily offset the layers to where it looks all jumbly, jiggly, whatnot. Ideally, you'd want the magnets to snap the layers together, but I can easily just offset these layers a little bit, and they stay out of alignment. And if all the layers are just a little bit off, yeah. So based on that solely, I don't think I'd consider this a speed cube if that's what you thought it was, but it's certainly a pretty good 11 by 11. It's probably the best one on the market. I'd be hard pressed to find one that's better than this. It's small, it feels good. It's just a little pricey, but if you can afford it, bottom line, it's fun to solve. And that's what we're looking for in a puzzle, isn't it? I really do wish the magnets were stronger. I had a couple instances where in this 3x3 stage, I had major misalignments that if I were timing myself competitively, I guess, my time would have been destroyed. In my case, though, it doesn't really matter. I feel like you'd be hard-pressed to find an 11 by 11 on the market that's better than this. Like, I can still do algorithms on this. My muscle memory is still able to function here because the size is pretty dang nice, and as long as it doesn't lock up, you should be able to complete algorithms pretty smoothly. No, I will say I do have kind of big hands, but not crazily big. So if you're like 4, maybe this is a little big, but it's still the smallest 11 by 11 by like 7 millimeters. So is it worth the nearly $130 price tag? So here's what I say. If you are going to solve your 11 by 11 for fun sometimes, I think so. If you're just gonna get one to complete your collection and just have it sit on your shelf, just get the cheapest thing. You can save yourself like 40 bucks just not getting this and getting something that's more of a display piece. Also, because this is the smallest 11 by 11, if the rest of your puzzles are not the smallest of their category, your collection's gonna look a little out of whack. If you're like a maniac and you really want to practice speed solving in 11 by 11 though, I would honestly wait to see if Meilong or any other company releases a better, maybe stronger magnetic version. But if you're a sane person, I think this will be a fun cube for you. So, thanks for watching. I hope you like it. I love you. Bye. Surprise! Congratulations, and thank you for staying all the way to the end of the video, or skipping. Either way, thanks for being here. No one else is. We have a special unboxing, a secret one, and it's right here. A little bonus gift to all of you who help support the channel in its infantile days. Oh, that's not right. Yeah. Here we go. This ought to be the right one. Looks a little bit more correct shape. I was on eBay the other day, and I saw something pretty cool. I decided to look up Rubik's Cube. I want to get a stickered one of the old, like, 2000s or so, that I can mod for a future video that hopefully happens. Still haven't found one of those. Anyways, but I did find this, which I think is even cooler. Oh, I got another one of these. Save that for later. Anyways. Just looks like a normal 3x3, right? With the, I don't know what that stain is until, uh-oh, what's going on here? What is this color scheme going on? What? Oh yeah, it's an original 80s cube. Hopefully, and I hope this isn't just like some cheapo one that's been stickered with the Rubik's brand logo. But yeah, I got this on eBay for like less than $5. Actually like 10 bucks because shipping was more than the puzzle itself. But yeah, an 80s Rubik's Cube. I don't have one, but I have one now. First turns. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh, look at that checker pattern. Yeah. That's something you don't see every day now, is it? I don't think I want to know what this is. There's more on this side too. Ugh. 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 Oh, that's a good view. That's appetizing. Made. This has indeed been made. Let's compare it to the other Rubik's brands, shall we? So here's my first cube. I think I got this in like 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I don't know. But anyways, pretty fast and smooth for a Rubik's brand, honestly. It's definitely been well broken in. But it's still a Rubik's brand though, ain't it? And I don't even know what I'm trying to do here. So 80s, 2000s, and 2020 or 2016 or whenever the new one came out. Wow, that's loud. Holy, what am I doing? Okay. Found did the H-perm right. You know, the H-perm is one of the most advanced PLL algorithms. So yeah, to sum it up, old, very stiff, slow, kind of old, not as stiff, and pretty smooth, but clunky still. And then present day, you need earplugs. It's all right. Bye.